Hello and welcome back to me playing Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition, the Black Pits 2, Gladiators of Thay. Last time, we discovered that our next opponent is going to be Umber Hulks. I checked, it's actually Umber Hulks Elders. That actually scares me quite a bit. However, I'm gonna check something really quickly, and that is Kravor's kit description. Rage. The rage status lasts for 5 rounds and provides 4 bonus to strength and constitution, gives a penalty to armor class of -2, and 2 bonus saving throws versus spell, as well as immunity to all charm, hold, fear, maze, stun, sleep, confusion, and level drain. This is the important part. I checked actually if I can get a clarity potion from Baldur, but I cannot because I don't have enough money. That is a slight mistake from my part, but I think if we actually cast chaotic commands on Tacitus as well as Enrage with Kravor, we should be fine. Hopefully. Also, I increased the frames per second of the recording, so now it actually works on 45 frames per second as per game speed that I've set.
Hello again. The arena awaits.
Great!
Will you be fighting our last offering, or will you attempt to fight one of your previous battles?
I'd like to fight the next battle, of course. Always the next battle, maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Attention, honored guests. Prepare to be amazed. Prepare to be horrified. Once again, I give you a warrior whose victories are the talk of the arena. Everyone, let's give a round of applause to the Scourge of Baloth's Pits.
Yeah!
These next creatures were pulled from the mines of Mirabar.
Some would have you believe such creatures do not exist, that they are only stories invented to frighten children. Today you will see that they are very real indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I present for your amusement, for your horror, a pack of rabid Umber Hulks.
Before we begin, have you any words for the audience?
So apparently you can do the good paladin guy, you can do a rebel, you can do a bloodthirsty animal, you can do a neutral guy, and you can do something that wants to kill everybody in the public, essentially. So I suppose it's basically polar opposites, all of them. So I'm gonna go again with the bloodthirsty option, because I feel like that's the best one for me. At last, I face creatures capable of spilling the kind of blood you want, but imagine how much greater a spectacle you'd witness had I better weapons. You shall have a river of blood, but I yearn to give you an ocean.
The Scourge of Baloth's Pits wants to give us a show.
What a generous and giving spirit. Won't you be as generous for your favorite performer? While you decide, let the killing commence. Combatants to arms! Okay, let's do this. Alright, so first and foremost, Brom is going to cast chaotic commands on Tacitus, whereas Kravor is going to enrage. Next, we're gonna have her use Death Fog.
Yes.
Whereas she can use this. Her, on the other hand, actually can cast a Fireball. Okay, let's do this. He is enraged. Let's put him in the front so that, yeah, he draws all the aggro of the confusion attacks. Now, both Tacitus and Kravor are safe in some regards. Now we just stack these cloud spells and try to kill them before they can even be a threat. Apparently they're not as instant killable by the cloud spells like they were in Shadows of Am, which I'm fine with. These are elders after all. I could even cast this actually, to be honest with you. We're gonna cast a lot of spells, guys. The scary amount of spells, actually. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh my god. Them lugs! Okay. So let's see the status. Kravor could use some healing. Alright. You could actually cast some of these. They're almost dead, I feel like. Badly injured, barely injured. Injured, yeah, they're we're doing fine for now. You try to cast some of these. Alright, that's another one down. Yeah, it figures out that all of these cloud spells and stuff like that actually can take care of these guys quite easily. Figures, right? There's 3 more remaining, and I feel like they're all out of the cloud spells. Not something that I'm afraid of, though. There is another one falling down. Wait, yeah, there is one inside the cloud spell still. No, that is the death zone, Tacitus. That is death zone. This is instant death zone. Oh my god, look at all that going on. Alright, there it is. Done. Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. We've completely eradicated them with all the spells we've casted. It was quite an overkill indeed. Alright. No reward for us this time around? Well, we got experience points, another 500,000, and next time around we're gonna get also high level abilities. That's the kind of thing I like, actually. So, another skill in axes. She gets level 6, 5 and 1 spells, which is fine. She also gets 4 health and 10 lore. Let's see now, what can we give her as her next weapon? To be honest with you, anything is fine, even warhammer or clubs or spears. But I feel like flail may be best because it's damaging. It's not like I need it, to be honest. But actually, what if I start building 2 weapon style so that she becomes a double wielder? Sure, she is going to lack some tankiness, but then again, oh my god, look at all the spells. That's beautiful. She gets level 8 spells, guys. It's time! It's time! It's time! You thought that that was it? You thought that the cloud spells were too many? Nope. I beg to reconsider. I present to you Abidaltim's Horrid Wilting, my favorite cloud spell. And again, only she's going to be able to use it because our other 2 casters either won't have level 8 spells or are illusionists, which means that they cannot use necromancy spells. But you know, at the end of the day, I feel like that is actually appropriate. Next, Kravar. You are going to be using spears or quarterstaffs or whatever, I guess. You have a lot of health, guy. -3 taco. Look at that statistics. This is becoming just ridiculous slightly. Alright, what about you? You get level 6 spells. You're fine. I still love you. Not too much, but I still love you. She could certainly use a couple more spells, to be honest with you. Her spell scroll is quite empty. Either way, there is some other spells to pick. Jesus Christ, he has a heck ton of spells. Remove Fear would be actually a good addition, to be honest with you at this point, because God knows what we're gonna face. What else do we have here? Chant, remove poison. Yeah, I guess some remove poison. More remove poisons would be good. Here we go again with a healing. Wait, is he level 15? Oh snap, he has been level 15 for a while now, actually. There we go. Next up, level 4. What could we go with here? Death Ward, we have 2 of them. Maybe a third one for Amelia or something. Yeah, I guess that like this, something like this will be fine. Here, we're going to go with another chaotic commands, for sure. Flame Strike is nice, don't mistake me, but I would rather have healing spells. Here, we're going to possibly be replacing the conjured animals now in place of the skeletons that we picked on page 3. And just go with full heal mode. Whereas here, Sunray kills undead. Sunray kills undead really good. I'm gonna check what kind of enemies we're gonna face, but first let's talk to... what's his face? Actually, first we have to decide spells for her. More tensor transformations, not really needed, to be honest with you. I don't think we're gonna need more than 1 per fight, but you know, I guess it's fine. Hello?
The dashing duelist.
Yes, I would be happy to.
So, you were pitted against some dangerous denizens of the depths. Umber hulks, correct?
They were Umber Hulks, now they're dead Umber Hulks.
The petrified beasts were pressed into the pit at pike point.
Yeah. There, a psychotic human playfully cut them to pieces for the people's pleasure. What do you think? I just noticed how long your quill is. If I went in through your eye, I bet it could write on the back of your skull.
Back of your skull. This quote, the readers will love it.
That guy is awesome. I really like him. Okay. Yeah, that's Drows, alright. That's a bunch of Drows. A Drow wizard and 4 scouts. No, 2 scouts, which I bet these 2 are going to go invisible. These 2 are going to go full aggressive mode. This is going to cast any kind of disables. This is going to cast a lot of hurt. So we'll actually have to be very, very, very careful with these guys. Okay, so what spell is he going to pick for level 7? To be honest with you, I have no clue. Symbol Death could just, you know, be working with us. But no, we're gonna go with actually another one of these. Nah, not really. Never mind that. Let's go with a Symbol Death. Why the hell not? Although, at the same time, doesn't this, like, Symbol Stun, Symbol Fear? Symbol Stun, at which point it will explode, causing all within the effects of throwing throw versus spell with a penalty of -4 or be stunned for 2 rounds every 3 levels of the caster. I think I'm gonna go with Symbol Stun, to be honest with you. God knows that might be helpful. I'll try, that's pretty much clear. I'm gonna sleep, and then we're going to check a bit what we can buy with our items. Be right back. Okay, I think I figured it out. It wasn't that much of a big change. So we bought a Varskona +2, which is basically a longsword +2 with +1 cold damage. It's actually the same price as a normal longsword +2, so, you know, why the hell not go with that? And we also bought a longbow +3 for her, so she's going to deal a lot of damage, guys. Not a lot, but quite a bit, actually. It's not bad. Wait a second, it should do more than that. It's 1d6 plus... Oh no, it's just that. Alright. It's fine. I'm fine with that, to be honest with you. It's just the taco that is really good. Yeah, it's 1 taco. He has -3. 8, 7, 10, -3, and 1. That is actually quite good. Alright, we're gonna talk to this dude now and see what happens.
Hello again. The arena awaits.
Alright.
Will you be fighting our latest offering? Or will you attempt to fight one of your previous battles again?
I'm gonna fight my current battle. And let's see how we fare against the Drow. See what happens, actually. Okay, this arena I know. Fair enough.
Come one, come all, to the greatest show this side of the astral plane. Once again, I bring you a performer whose skill is matched only by their lofty reputation. I give you the Scourge of Baloth's Pits. Our challengers are some of the most despicable creatures in all of Toril.
The bane of all who walk in the sun, these ancient enemies of Thay are so depraved that even the light itself hates them. Fear, loathing, disgust, you'll feel them all for the Drow of House Ayelfor.
Before we begin, have you anything you'd like to say?
While I wrote the history of the Sword Coast, Prism sculpted the Mask of Elysium, I shall create the greatest spectacle of gore seen this side of the Blood War. I need only the proper tools. Help me, everyone. Help me entertain you.
Do you hear that? The Scourge of Baloth's Pit asks us to help create a masterpiece of death.
Yeah. Clearly he has a talent. Will someone give him the tools? Questions to ponder. But for now, combatants. Alright. What is going on?
these Drow have not yet been paid for.
Oh,
Oh, by the nine hills, why do you interrupt me?
have I ever not paid before? You'll get your money now.
Yes, I will get my money now.
I can't get it right now. There's a match about to start.
Immediately afterwards, I'll...
See that I receive every last copper coming to me. Or we will see how well you fare in these pits of yours.
Oh, nice.
Of course, you...
Okay.
You wretched wench, threatening me in my own arena? What are you all looking at?
You lot just kill each other. You in the stands. Get to the cheering now. Alright, so first and foremost, let's put him into rage. For now you can go Stone Skin. You can cast some Mordenkainen swords. You're going to protect Tacitus. Whereas you can actually cast some skeletons. Skeleton warriors, that is. Sure, let's do this. Okay, he's enraged. He can go in the front line. Alright. He's protected. He can go in the front lines. What else is there to do? I guess some extra protection from evil cannot ever go wrong, right, guys? So let's do a bit of this, a bit of that. What else? What else do we have to do? Okay, that is cast. I feel like you should get protected now. Oh, they're coming from here, I guess. Never mind that. No, they're coming from there. Oh, I don't even know. They're coming a bit from everywhere. It's in short. To make it short. You are going to go Stone Skin again. So there we have a priest. There we have a wizard. Scout, scout. Warrior, warrior. Kill the warrior! Why are you not adjusting the spell? Good. Fantastic. Finally! Woo! Okay, protection from evil, that always comes in handy. You're getting hit quite a bit. Oh, it's mostly these two guys that are using crossbows. Okay, fair enough. Can we do something against them? I feel like if I cast Death Fog, I'm gonna piss off my Skeleton Warrior, and that I don't feel like is a good idea. So yeah, we cast Haste, simply. You. Are you doing anything? Apparently not. Have some healing potions in case, so... Alright, there we go. Now you are going to... do... Hell, if I know. We don't need to quick loot, that's for sure. He could cast Chant or Defensive Harmony. Let's go Defensive Harmony, it's a quick cast. It gives another 2 armor plus. Perfect. You can cast another Mordenkainen sword. You never know when you don't need them, or when you need them, rather. And you're going to heal Craver because he's sustaining quite a bit of damage. It's a pickle. Quite a pickle indeed. Oh yeah, they're resistant to magic, of course. Okay, we killed one. Spiders. Okay. Fair enough. He's getting hit, which I don't like a lot. That's Chain Lightning. Ow, that's gonna hurt a bit. That's gonna hurt a bunch. But it's not that bad. I feel like we're even this battle. For now. Cast a Bedalsum Sword. Maybe... Cast this first to them. Okay, you cast that, you go there. What is that? It's a Mordenkainen sword, actually. How about we leave those guys to the front lines, okay? You cast this. You get back, I guess. Whereas you could heal him, actually. Another time, this one. They're not doing any damage to that. In fact, only spells can do damage to Mordenkainen sword, as far as I know, at least. So, a few of these should deal with it very nicely. This guy is getting wrecked. Okay, she cast those 2 spells, now you can cast this, I feel. Okay. And you should go there, you should go there. All these 3 guys should go there, in fact. Or she should destroy this Mordenkainen. Oh my god, is that... Oh, that wasn't what I thought it was. Okay, fair enough. Did that do any damage? No, it didn't. That's unfortunate, actually. But we're doing okay. This guy is the one that scares me the most, in fact. You're gonna cast True Sight. It's going to dispel the illusions of the mage. Get on this guy. Kill this guy as soon as possible. Humanly possible, at least. So apparently, yeah, they split into spiders. Right, we can do this. You go in the front and debilitate the illusions of that dude. Oh wait, I didn't do the right spell. Sealy Lauren. It doesn't matter. There you go, okay. I can cast another one of these just in case, and you... Hell if I know. To be honest, you should just have too many protections and do... You could actually use your bow and start killing things. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, guys. Why didn't I think of that first? Ruby Ray of Reversal on the mage. That's a thing. Who are we attacking? The scout. The scout is dead. The scout is very dead. Okay, that is the priest. The priest shouldn't cause me any trouble. And you continue on with your Ruby Rays of Reversal. Okay. Alright. The priest is dead. Let's take care of the spiders before they become a problem. I can do it again, no worries. Just need to be careful about... whoa, he deflected it? Get back. You get back. This guy should... Wait, actually breach would be a good thing. Theoretically speaking. Nah, he's dead. Alright. Friggin' finally. There we go. Oh, there's a spider. Done! You happy now? Of course it's worthy of the epics. Good friggin' lord. Now you don't know this whole story. I had to fight this fight like 4 times. I don't know if my editing skills will be good enough to edit it in such a way that... Oh.
Hi. An audience member donated this and asked that you use it in your next fight. Congratulations.
Thanks. So what is it? It is actually a blade singer chain. That is really good. I believe you... Can I use it here? And yeah, it's a very good... Look at that armor class. This is insanity. Fair enough. So you don't know the whole story. The whole story is that, in theory, I didn't win that fight on the first try. I had to try like 3 to 4 times before I actually won it. And I had to take a break. And this is why the episode is actually being uploaded so late, theoretically speaking. Our merchants have just received a new shipment of magical items. Oh yeah. You might want to take a closer look to their wares. Of course.
The dashing duelists.
Alright.
Persistent.
Sure.
According to the schedule, a group of Drow were your latest opponents.
Correct. They were ferocious combatants, but in the end the Dark Spider Goddess could not save them.
Your declaration was the drivel of a deluded dimwit.
Here is what happened. The Drow were driven to defend themselves by a dodged enemy determined to decimate them. They were diabolically destroyed, their bodies disgustingly disfigured by the depraved devil. It was absolutely... No, wait. Your program is getting out of control. Yeah, let's do that.
Subject, this chronicle will surely be a bestseller.
Of course! Alright. So, let's see now. The merchants have new gear. I'm going to point out this right away. I'm not intending to fight any other fight this episode, this specific episode. So, if you're here just to watch the fights, we're done with this episode. I'm going to progress a bit by talking with the guys around here and stuff like that. I'm gonna level up now. We are on the 3 million mark, which means high level abilities, guys. It means high level abilities. What are we going to do with this guy? Now... Essentially, I suggest only 3 high-level abilities when it comes to fighters. Greater Whirlwind, Critical Strike, and Hardiness. In my opinion, Resist Magic, well, Resist Magic can be okay-ish, but in my opinion, only these 3 are the really noteworthy selections for fighters or warrior classes. In all honesty, at any rate. So we're gonna go with Whirlwind, which gives me 10 attacks per round, but once Taco and damage suffer 4 penalty. Sorry, when an attack does last 1 round, so 10 attacks essentially. And with Greater Whirlwind, you just get removed that penalty. Critical Strike essentially makes you get critical hits for 1 turn. Normally, Critical Strikes is best used when you have a very damaging weapon or you have very many attacks per round. Because if you have 5 attacks per round, for instance, you just cast Improved Haste and you have 10. So there is absolutely no reason to go with Greater Whirlwind. However, if you have damaging weapons, but you don't have that many attacks per round, then definitely go with Greater Whirlwind attack. Alright. Except that, our Bard, she shouldn't go above level 6 spells, as I think I mentioned, so it's mostly... Wait, she didn't get the high level ability? No, she didn't. She's lacking about 71,000. Fair enough. It's the first level after 3 million experience points, essentially. So God knows if I actually will get any other high level abilities, to be honest with you. It could be that it isn't. Now, I'm gonna go with... Sling, I guess. This is the only one-handed weapon left, to be honest. Yeah, I don't get it yet, because I'm not the level after 3 million experience points. I would pay so much if she was high-level ability. Please? Yes! Oh, yes. Dark Planetar. Energy Blades. Do they have a new icon? It looks like Black Blade of Disaster now, doesn't it? Does. So, here, which ones are the best? Planetar. Planetar is by far the best high-level ability in the game, if you ask me personally. Maybe use any item from Rogues is good. But Planetar just wrecks completely things. If you check my Baldur's Gate 2 playthrough, you'll see that one single Planetar managed to defeat the Shadows of Amn boss. It's that strong. It is insane. And Dark Planetar isn't something to be... It's not that different, to be honest. I don't think it is that different. But we're gonna do with Dark Planetar, definitely. So she does get some level 9 spell. Which one are we going to pick? Well, let's get to there. This is level 7. We're gonna go with Project Emerge. Spell Sequencer is really nice. But not as good as Spell Trigger. What? Okay, must be of level 4 or lower to create a sequencer. But I don't know if sequencers are that good now that we don't have time to prepare. Essentially, it's preparation in the battle, you know. Prismatic Spray, it's okay, but not at these levels. Protection from the elements is really nice in general. Spell Turning is really nice. Mass Invisibility, I don't use it that much. Power Word Stun. There's a bunch of things. Apparently it affects only until 89 hit points, so there's that. I think I'm going to go... Wait, actually it does make stun for 2d4 rounds. Is there a save? Saving throw? None! Oh, that is very fancy. When a power word stun spell is uttered, any creature of the mage's choice within visual range is stunned for the duration depending on its current hit points. 1 to 29, 44, that is 4 to 16 rounds, and each round is 6 seconds, so 24 to 96 seconds. Then we have 12 to... no, 8 to... I don't even know. I do... These 12 d4. Yeah, well, it's just a duration. It's usually a good enough duration. I think I'm gonna go with that, to be honest. Oh, here we go. This is level 8. Okay, so Simulacrum is actually really good. It's 60%. It creates an illusion which is 60% the caster level. And if you cast Greater Restoration, Because this effect, I don't know if this is how it works, because this is how it worked in Shadows of Amn. Essentially, if you cast Restoration on top of the Simulacrum, the level, the 40% of level drain that it has is gone, because it is effectively a level drain. Does it work that way? I have no clue. Possibly? But I'm not gonna go with that. I'm probably going to go... Incendiary Cloud is good, but I think Pierce Shield would be the best choice right now. We already have a Cloud. This does 1d4 fire damage per level of the caster each round while in the area of effect, with a save versus spell for half. Or magic resistance, of course. For zeroing the entire effect, I guess. Improved Mantle is nice. It gives you immunity to +4 or lower enchantment weapons, which means essentially almost no weapon at all is going to hurt you. However, it's just the caster, the area of effect. You cannot pick a warrior of yours, so it's best used on a warrior caster like she is, you know? I'm gonna go with that. Okay, here we go. So many good spells. So many good spells. Chain Contingency is good. That is Black Blade of Disaster, and you can see that it has the same icon as Energy Blades. That is absolutely immunity, of course. This is +5 and less enchantment weapons immunity. This is Big Beast Crushing Hand. I never remember which kind of Crushing Hand it is. Then we have, yeah, well, Chain Contingency. This is Energy Drain. That is actually very nice. Freedom, which is the basically polar opposite of Imprisonment. Gate, which hurts a lot. Imprisonment. Meteor Swarm. This is Power Ward Silence or something? Power Ward Kill. What am I saying? Power Ward Kill, of course. Actually, how does it work? The creature must have 60 fewer hit points. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. There is no saving throw. Yeah. Casting time 1, it's also very quickly cast. Shape Change is really good. To be honest with you, it's really good. Spell Strike is really good. Spell Trap, I have no idea what it does. Time Stop, possibly one of the best spells in the game. Wish and Wail of the Banshee. Time Stop, definitely. I'm sorry, but Time Stop is just too much not to say no to, I guess. Okay, so what we're gonna go with Cravor. Since Cravor actually is a bit of a slower attacker, I think I actually screwed it up. I probably should have gone with Tacitus Power Attack and then Critical Strike. Although Hardiness for Cravor would be good. It gives 40% resistance to all forms of physical damage. The ability lasts for 1 round every 2 levels of the warrior. So this is actually more than just a single round. Up to 10 rounds, I suppose, which is 1 minute. I think that is where it caps, at least. I'm gonna go with Hardiness, definitely, because, to be honest with you, 40% damage reduction, physical damage reduction, is really good. Is it damage reduction? I don't even know. Physical damage? I don't even know. Okay, so she has a bunch of things, but she cannot pick the spells yet, because she doesn't have level 9 spells ready. So, what are we gonna go with? She has actually 2, because she leveled up twice after she hit 3 million mark. So that's actually nice. Since bows are actually quite fast, I think I'm gonna go with Critical Strike, to be honest with you. Smite is okay, but it's not that good. I'm gonna stop at Critical Strike. There. Done! That's pretty much it for leveling up, but let's check now the gear that they're selling. I'm really excited about this. So we're gonna sell this because we don't need it anymore. Plate of Baldur. Jesus! That's quite a bit. That is quite a bit of money. Armor of Faith. This is armor class 1. Okay. I'm checking now things that don't cost too much. Melodic Chain is definitely bards only. Jester Chain also. But they're all very expensive. Saving Grace +3. Look at this. This looks good. Armor class +4. How much does it cost? 7,500. Oh! Dragon Helm, Skull of Death, Helm of Baldur. That's all the things that they got to sell. That's actually really nice. And this is the new gear, or rather the old gear, isn't it? This is pretty much the old gear. Let me check the weapons. Hello.
I need a swig of some
Okay, let's go straight into the bottom. Case of Plenties. Heyo. 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 Quiver of Plenty, I believe, is the unlimited arrow +1. Indeed it is. Buy that. Go. Is this actually once? Returns to the wielder's hand when thrown. Huh. That's certainly something nice. It's a +3 weapon, to say. Something that our mage could use, to be honest. Elven Cordbow, heyo! That is a lot of taco. Heyo, heyo. But this is also damage, and when no arrow are equipped, the bow fires +3. Arrows that receive +3 to hit and deals 1d6 missile damage. That is splendid! Fires +3 arrows that receive 1d6. Should I... This is actually very expensive, that's the problem. Let's check here what mace. I shouldn't buy any weapon for our cleric simply because his weapon of choice is probably his special ability. Look at all those prices, this is insanity. There's certainly a better way to get money than just fightings, right? Fightings. Daystar +2 is beautiful. Let's see, what else do we have here? And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna postpone this for now. Instead, I'm gonna go check the stories, because to be honest, this has been delayed for quite a long while. Let's not make this video too long. Mercy White Dove. Hello.
I haven't time for idle talk.
Are you willing to help me escape?
Ask me again after we fought together in the arena.
It is in combat that your worth will be determined. Alright. Will you assist me in my next arena battle then?
My skills do not come free.
I will assist you for no less than... Holy cow, I didn't know this. You can actually hire the people that are the other fighters to fight with you. Vampires, huh? Hi. Oh man, this is going to be a pleasure, guys. You shall feel. Actually, let me check right away. Does his ability give him immunity to level drain? Yes. Yes, it does. Oh, this is gonna be easy. It's probably still going to do quite a punch. They are going to do quite a punch. How long does it last? 5 rounds and provides. Okay, 5 rounds is not a whole bunch of time, but he also has negative plane protection. Keep that in mind. In fact, where does it have? Where is it? Where is it? Negative plane protection. Should be here. Ah, that's it. Yeah, negative plane protection. This lasts for 5 rounds, it's the same duration, so I'm gonna swap rather, a couple of these with 3 of these, because you never know. Level drain is a pesky bastard. A couple more of these. But here is where the tactic comes in hand. Heal, definitely heal. Where is it? False dawn. Doesn't exist a bright reddish light and sunrise were occurring within the area of effect. All undead creatures with falls down suffer 6d6 points of damage. There is no saving throw. Affected and also act confused on the round after the false dawn appears. Why don't we try one of these? To be honest with you, that sounds like a nice spell against undead, but most importantly, see you around guys, is Sunray. This is the weapon of choice against undead. When this spell is cast, it causes a ray of sunlight to beam down upon the caster and everyone within a 20-foot radius. All casters within the area of effect take 3d6 points of damage and must save versus spell or be blinded for 1 turn. Undead that are hit by the sunray take 1d6 damage per level of the caster and must save versus spell or be destroyed. This is beautiful. This is the most beautiful spell in the game against undead. Bar none. Single best spell in the game against undead. Well, we can pick a bunch of spells here. And I'd like to go to this area if it's possible, but last time the door here was locked. Is it still locked? It apparently is. It is very possible that I'm going to go here. You can see that these guys are essentially the guys that took me. Winged has absolutely nothing but a... ooh, something to loot. Okay, fair enough. You can see that this is essentially the place where the staff works, if you want to call it that. We're gonna sleep here. Usually you know when to sleep when your spell failure icon disappears. I forgot to mention that. And I'm gonna try checking this training spot here. I'm gonna see if there is an easier way to make money other than combat. Hello.
Want to ask you about something?
Sure.
You've all heard how you vanquished Baldur, won your freedom. I admit I doubted it before. Your arena success makes me think the legend might actually be true. Are you interested in attaining your freedom once more?
How do I know you aren't setting me up?
You don't. The alternative is fighting until you die in the pits. Now are you in?
Sure.
Great. Then we're a team on one condition. Turtle must not be harmed.
It's a deal. Now what do we do?
Any rebellion will have to face Denethor himself, his planar hunters, and the guards.
Denethor will have to be killed, I fear. He's too invested in this place to let it go willingly, but we may be able to peel away his support.
I'm friendly with most of the guards.
That doesn't mean they'll just lay down their arms for me, of course, but I can get you a meeting with one of the lieutenants. Convince him to support the rebellion, and his subordinates will too. That'll take a very smooth tongue, or more coin than Denethor's paying to keep them loyal.
As for the planar hunters, the Winged is loyal to Denethor despite all the grumbling.
Really? Okay. And she has a tight grip on her people. It'd be best to deal with them before an uprising begins. I've no solid idea how you do that, but I've an inkling where you might start.
The hunters' quarters are upstairs. I've never been allowed up myself, but the first step is getting to the stairway.
Unfortunately, the only way through is to knock, and then convince the guard that opens the eye slit to let you through. Not easy. The only ones that ever let through are the nosers. Nosers?
The nosers are the planar hunters' slaves. Turtle hates them because he has no control over them, and they all know it.
He thinks they look down their noses at him. That's how they got the nickname. They're easy to distinguish from the other slaves. They wear bright-colored outfits that let the guard differentiate them from the others in the gloom. Right, so absolutely no one else is allowed through.
Actually, that's not true. My cousin Turtle is allowed through.
He has his own key, so he doesn't have to knock. He's the only one other than the nosers. Go on.
Once you're on the stairs, be careful. Word is the way up is littered with traps of all kinds.
Great! The very crafty or very lucky will get through unscathed. After that, you'll need to leave on your own wits. Okay. Thanks, but I need to talk about other things.
Certainly.
Okay, so can I... I'd like to know what people who run this place... What do you do around here? Not at the moment, please excuse me. How do I... where are you? Portal door. Guard. Guard. That is the... I don't even know who these guys are. Let's see.
Hey, talking instead of training. Typical amateur. You newcomers are always wasting time talking, eating, sleeping, plotting. Take a lesson from a professional. Spend your time honing your combat skills. You'll live longer that way.
This is nice. What do I mean, plotting?
Ha! What do I mean by plotting?
Please, I'd spend almost all of my time training in the gym, and even I have heard the rumors of your plans to escape. It's the marks it's the mark of an amateur to let your plans be so widely known. I didn't plan anything.
Be assured, I have made Dennerton aware of your intentions, and he has taken the necessary precautions to keep you in your place.
You would be wise to cease your futile planning and focus on training for the arena. Denison certainly has you on a short leash. Do you ever think for yourself?
I will remember your words when we meet in the arena.
Ah!
You'll find my blade is much sharper than your tongue.
We'll see about that. Hey, what about you?
I see the scars of combat upon you. You are worthy of Hortnildirth, first of the Bone Scars. What would you have of me?
I'd like to know more about you.
I am the many-scarred warrior of the Bone Scars clan, and 3 females lie in my hut.
Okay.
My arms count 29 scar rings. That is all that matters.
How'd you end up here?
Hortnildirth and his Scar brothers raided a slave trader encampment near our lands.
It was a trap the slavers changed into the Winged Woman and her followers. They killed Hortnildirth's Scar brothers. Oh.
They surrounded Hortnildirth, but not before I bloodied them.
Thayan was dying on his knees before me, which is the proper place of all Thayans.
I raised my axe high and screamed to Grooms that I was about to join him in endless war.
The Winged One and her followers were scared of Hort. They used magic to put me to sleep. They denied me a warrior's death. Cowards. Okay. So... they captured me using similar tactics.
Then you know Hort's anger. The desire to deal death's blow to the Winged One and her followers.
I do indeed. What do you make of this place?
Hortnildirth, first of the Bone Scars, is a warrior. To be a warrior is to be free.
Okay. Warriors do not fight in cages for the amusement of others. I will crush those who seek to deal death's blow to Hort, but the fight here is meaningless. Okay. How did you earn these rings on your arms?
Scar rings record a warrior's great deeds.
They are carved with the warrior's own blade, still dripping with enemy's blood. Oh, good, perfect. Where are you from?
I am from the land of the Bone Scars.
The land of our clan are the lands we take. That is our way. Okay, so you're essentially Hans. Okay. And the search rate is good afternoon. What about this guy?
What are you looking at? You tired of having eyes in their sockets? Because they won't be there long if you don't look elsewhere.
I'm guessing you are Dennison's hospitality coordinator.
Hospitality coordinator? You think that's funny? Watch your step. You're real close to making the list.
Whoa, easy. I just wanted to know who you are.
Feldrek. The Fiend, Denham calls me. You heard of the Mirabar massacre? That was mine. Murders of Malford? That was mine too.
He's an assassin.
The drowning of the Deepwash, the killing of Kingsdale, the hanging of Hargrove, the beating of Belveston, and the burning of Browswaite. All mine. All on the list.
What about the chokings on the Chontar? Was that yours too?
Yeah, that was some gnome gang hopped up on turnip juice. They're crazy buggers. Not right in the head.
Okay. They're crazy. There's something else I'd like to know.
You got a question for me? You got 5 seconds. Talk fast.
How'd you end up here?
So I walked into this dump of a tavern in Luskin. Just finished 3 big jobs and had some gold to drink through. First thing I see is a great big guy at the bar. He looked pudgy. Slow, you know? Twice. Soon as I explained his newly acquired on-the-list status, he throws off his cloak and grabs me. In the tavern light, I saw him as clear as day. He was made of metal.
It was a golem.
I must have stabbed him 100 times. He just smashed me in the face a dozen or so times until I blacked out. I woke up here. Thanks for reminding me. I need to put that guy on the top of the list.
It was a golem. Are we going now?
Yeah, that's right. Walk away. It's the smart thing to do.
Alright, see ya. What about you? Do you have anything to say? Hey, I think you could show me some of those moves. How do I fight in this place? I don't understand. Oh, maybe I have to open this up. Hello. Yeah, that makes sense. Look at my puppies, pretty aren't they? You wanna pet him? Take one for a walk? Don't look at me all crooked like. I know them aren't puppies. You dirty slave. Think I'm dumb? Who's dumb? Look who's dumb. You're the slave. You got caught just like my puppies. Ha! You slaves are no better than them. In fact, you're worse. You smell and you ain't half as pretty. Okay. You know what my puppies are good at? Fighting. Oh yes, they are. Wanna take one out for a tumble? It'll cost, but don't worry. I won't let fighting go to the end. At least not theirs. Wait a second. And what do I get from this? I'm gonna save here and I'm gonna try to, let's say, the Wyvern. Good. Give it the goal here. So I'm alone in this fight? Sounds like it. Ah, he poisoned me. Pesky bastard he is. Alright. Do I get the money back? That is the question. I get a lot of experience, but I do not get money back. So basically this is... okay. I'm gonna reload this, because to be honest with you, I don't really need that little amount of experience points in exchange for gold. I tripled my gold through... I tripled my experience points through gold, so... it wasn't that much of a good deal, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna say no thanks. Fair enough. Let's talk to this dude.
Wonderful. Another person I'm sure won't prove to be hopelessly dull and predictable has come to speak with me.
Sarcasm from a Drow. Shocking.
Sarcasm? You wound me.
Not yet, I haven't.
Ah, what a retort. I'll have to steal it.
You were saying Gestamachin. That is your name, correct? You were saying... well, what were you saying?
Actually, my name is Gesundheitamin. I was talking about how violent heat causes empyromatic salts in the beetroot.
Gesundheitamin. Gesundheitamin. I don't understand. I was okay.
I'll have to reflect on that.
You have a visitor.
Oh, hello. Have you been standing there long? Gazmithan and I were... well, we were having an edifying discussion about the, well, something.
I love the old wizard. He's the only one who has anything worthwhile to say in this place.
So, young one, you wanted to speak to me about something?
Please speak loudly and clearly. Goozelmin is a bit hard of hearing, you see. Okay. How did you end up here, Master Ebonbeard?
So, Ghoul Raven. Yeah, about the beetroot's empyromatic salts. Those salts.
Seems the old man's already forgotten about you. Can't say I blame him.
Go to the merchants and see if any have Theodgren's Solve of Senile Serenity. That should help him focus, if only briefly. Okay. Well, you know, it's just about this room here. Vault. Hello, Mr. Guard. Let me talk to them. Wanna see what they say.
Declare yourself.
Oh, it's you! How could I get... Hey, could I get an autograph? Oh, wow.
Declare yourself.
Hey, you shouldn't be training or something? Beat it. I wanna go in. Hell, I'm gonna pause this right now. There isn't much else that can be said. Apparently I can hire this lady here. I could possibly be hiring more people, to be honest, but I don't try right now. And we started a possible plot to kill Denethor, which lives here, I suppose. Jimmy, next time is we're gonna fight the vampires. Shield? Is that a shield? I cannot reckon. It doesn't look like a shield. It looks like a broken mirror and something on the ground. There's something to be found in every one of these rooms, isn't there? Interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna fight vampires. We're ready for that, I believe. I believe I can fly. Thank you for watching and join me next time. Until then, be well. Bye!
This was the Loud on Gaming, so thanks for watching.